Strange Planet with Richard Syrett from AM 740.
An old rotary telephone makes a collect call from the 1960s. The case of Jade's haunted telephone when Strange Planet continues in a moment. If you find this content compelling, please share this MP3 with your friends. And I hope you'll consider attending my upcoming live stage event, Follow the Truth 2, happening the evening of Sunday, April the 26th, at the Regent Theatre in Oshawa, Ontario. For more information, visit followthetruth.tv. You can order your tickets by calling the box office at 905-721-3399. That's 905-721-3399. 905-721-3399. Hope to see you there. What Happened to Jade Dunlop would make for an excellent episode of The Twilight Zone. I met Jade a few years back at another radio station. She was in her early 20s, but by all accounts, a bit of an old soul. She had an affinity for music from the 40s and 50s, and she preferred Dick Van Dyke, Mary Tyler Moore, and the Judy Garland Show to today's reality TV fare. About 5 years ago, she purchased an old rotary telephone from an antique shop at Queen and Bathurst for about $60. She took it home, plugged it in, and began dialing. And what happened next would make Rod Serling himself spin in his grave.
I could actually hear the sounds of old television and radio shows coming from this phone. And it would play up until I hung up the phone. The person on the other end could not hear it if I actually completed the number, but I could hear it in the background throughout the entire call after I dialed that first number. I can even hear the laugh track. It's quite wonderful to get a window into this.
Jade had the phone checked out thoroughly. There are no crossed wires, there's no interference coming from another line, nobody's playing a trick on her. It defies all rational explanation, yet something is going on. Jade's friends have heard it, her mother has heard it, her boyfriend. So what's up with this old rotary phone? Is it haunted? Is it cursed?
I wouldn't say so much as haunted, but I think something has left an imprint on that phone long after the person who did it was gone. Either I'm crazy or the phone has some powers.
Every great Twilight Zone episode had an unexpected twist, and so too does Jade's story. A few months ago, she returned to the antique shop at Queen and Bathurst in search of more treasures from her favorite era. This time, she brought back an old phonograph that plays 78s and an old Bakelite radio from the 60s.
And it seems to have quieted down, or it won't produce these sounds as often after I put it into the room with the other appliances from its era. I think it's more comfortable.
But I had to find out for myself, was this really happening? So I asked Jade to bring the phone into the studio. I picked up the receiver. I dialed. I listened. I waited. Nothing. I tried again. I pushed the receiver into my ear. I pulled it away from my ear. I listened. I waited. I did not hear Maury Amsterdam making wise with Rosemarie. I did not hear the skipper admonishing Gilligan. I did not hear Bobby Darin, Herman's Hermits, or Benny King and the Drifters. Was I disappointed or relieved? A little bit of both, I guess. But I still believe in Jade Dunlop's magical telephone, even if I never heard it for myself. But then, I'm funny that way. I'm Richard Syrett.
Richard Syrett's Conspiracy Show airs live every Sunday night at 11 on Zoomer Radio, AM 740.
And the land is dark, and the moon